Welcome to Sleepshire. Tonight's journey, The Cloudmaker's Secret, a sleep story by Sleepshire. High above the valley, nestled in the folds of quiet mountains, lived a man no one truly understood. Some said he was a dreamer, others called him a magician. But to the few who had seen his work, they knew him simply as the Cloudmaker. Each evening, just as the first stars blinked into view, the Cloudmaker would climb to the top of his wooden tower. He carried with him a strange, weathered box filled with tiny glowing stones, old feathers, and the faint scent of lavender. And from this peculiar collection, he would create the clouds. Not ordinary clouds. These were soft, glowing, slow-moving shapes that carried stories within them. Each cloud, as it drifted through the sky, whispered tales to the night, of kingdoms lost in time, of oceans that sang lullabies, of children who rode on moonbeams. Tonight, as the wind settled and the trees grew still, the Cloudmaker opened his box with extra care. Tonight's story, he whispered, was special. A gentle glow rose from the box, casting silver light on his old, thoughtful face. He closed his eyes and let the memories guide his hands. He chose a feather, not just any, but one from a dream bird, soft and shimmered with sleep. He placed it into the heart of the box, followed by a stone that once rested under a sleeping willow tree. And then the clouds began to form. They floated slowly into the night, shaping themselves into a story. A young princess, lost in a forest made entirely of stars. She wandered alone, barefoot on silver paths, searching not for home, but for peace. She met a fox that spoke in rhymes, a river that hummed lullabies, and a lantern that always flickered one step ahead, guiding her gently. The clouds above glowed softly, turning purple, blue, and pearl white. The sky listened, so did the trees. As the story unfolded, a gentle hush spread across the valley. Animals curled into nests, winds hushed their song, and people far below, those who had forgotten how to dream, looked up, and for a moment felt still. Meanwhile, the Cloudmaker stood with his arms crossed gently, watching. His eyes reflected every scene. The princess now asleep in a cradle of light, the fox sleeping by her side, stars watching silently. Another story was complete. The Cloudmaker placed the glowing stones back into the box, whispering thanks to the night. He folded a soft cloth over it, just as the final cloud faded into the darkness. Then, with the quiet of a man who knows the value of stillness, he descended the tower and disappeared into his small cabin of wood and silence. But up above, the sky held his story a little longer, and somewhere, someone, maybe you, drifted into sleep with a quiet smile. Good night from Sleepshire. May your dreams be light, your thoughts be calm, and your night be full of stars. Thank you for resting in Sleepshire tonight. Sweet dreams.